Welcome back. Node.js application is actually a modular application. It consists of multiple modules. It uses the debugger, the console, the cluster, adds on, buffers, callbacks, crypto, error handling, net, global domain, DNS, streaming, debuggers. But mostly you will be dealing with with these modules. These are all the components of actually the Node.js module. You will be using the console number of time. You will be using the modules, lots and lots of modules of Node.js. You will be using the debugger part. You will use the error handling and so on. Other parts, callbacks also is normally used in our Node.js application. What is a node module? Node module is actually a collection of files. It can be, you can imagine it as a library for some functionality. These libraries can be built in and you can export or you can import some library from Node Package Manager that is called the NPM, and you can use those libraries. You can create your own library also. So all these libraries are actually the modules of your Node application. How you can import those modules into your application? You just use the word require. Require is used to basically get that module into your application. If that module exists on your system, then it will be basically accessed. If that is not installed, that is not downloaded from the npm repository, then you have to download that module into your application and then you can use it. You can also use any js file using its extension. Like for example, if you want to access, you can see here requires fs. Fs is a built-in module, so you don't need to provide any extension with it, and the system will automatically know that you are requiring an fs module, and it has a system. It is actually a system module, so automatically it will be imported into your application. If you want to basically require a file, you will write the name of that file with .js path current directory slash the file name of the file.js. So that file, the code of that file will be included into your application. Same, you can include the complete directory. Like for example, this is my module. It should contain the index.js into it. So it has a private scope. We have a private scope. You can declare variables, etc. It's module.export, but you know you don't need to. For example, if you create your own module and you want to export that module into some other application, you have to export it using the word module.export. Module.export will export that module so that other application can use that module. We will see, go through it, and we will create our own modules afterwards, inshallah. Many standard node modules, for example, FS is for a file system, process access, networking, timers, devices, crypto. For example, if you are working on a machine learning, you can download any number of modules related to machine learning. You can access modules related to database access, uh, and so on. There are huge uh, number of modules in basically Node Package Manager. In Node Package Manager, that is called the NPM. So it is a huge library of modules, and it is actually do pretty much whatever you want to do. If you want to do a machine, if you want to implement a machine learning algorithm, so hopefully it will be available in some module. You can just search and you can access that module. Same just like Express. Express is actually Express.js, which was a REST API architecture. It is actually a module of the node. You install that Express module. It is provides you a framework for your application, minimalistic web framework, so you can use that. And same, if you want to connect to the database MongoDB, you need a module. The module for that is the Mongoose. You can use the Mongoose or MongoDB client connector. So both are the modules, and there are multiple modules for everything. So you can access those modules, you can install those modules, and you can use those modules. Just like these are the names of the module, like HTTP is a module. Firstly, we will use this HTTP module. We will use the file system FS module and so on. This is just an example. Here you can see what it is doing. Fs is equal to require Fs. So we are uh, adding a system module Fs into our application with the handler Fs. Now uh, Fs can read files and synchronous or asynchronous communication with asynchronous or synchronous communication. Fs dot read file. We are providing the file name, small file. Sorry, and we are providing a callback. This callback will provide the data or the error. If there is an error, it will provide the error, and if there is no error, it will provide the content. So this is a simple example of reading a file from the database, sorry, from a server. So we will definitely go through the code and we will implement these codes. So don't worry if you don't understand this code at the moment. But just to provide you the information, you can see we are requiring the module, and after requiring that module, we can use the functions in that module, and we can utilize those functions. This is the callback function with which we are returning the data to our application. So let's start with Node.js. What we need to perform to start with Node.js, you need to have the following software on your system. The first thing is the text editor. For that, I have already informed you that we will use the VS Code, with which we can write our code in Node.js. Second, you have to download the Node.js binary from the internet, and you will uh, download and install your application. It will just ask you 4 5 next, and it will be installed. There is no trivial step into it. Its installation. It is pretty easy. The source files for the Node.js programs are typically named with the extension .js. Typically, keep in mind that it is not compulsory that the extension will sorry, the extension will be same, but it is typically .js file, so that you can understand this, that it is basically JavaScript files. You will download and install it. By default, it will be installed on C program files node.js. It will automatically set the path environment into your basically path variable uh, by C program file node.js bin. If you have issues with your system, like for example, some of the systems are not compatible uh, to install anything on the C drive, so you have to run that MSI file or start file or your setup file by um, by using actually the admin, like run as admin. So you will use that way out and will install it. So it will automatically write the path variable. If it is not there, you can add it yourself. You can add this path into your basically path variable after installation. If there is any open command, just restart it. Then you will create a JS file named main.js on your machine with a simple code. You will open a file, you will write the console.log, hello world, and that's all. You will save that file. So you have created your first script. As usual, it is a hello world with which we will normally start. Now, if we want to verify that installation is okay, we will go to our command prompt. We will write the CMD, and what we will do, we will execute that main.js file which we have created. Last example, we have created this, and by doing this, we are executing node.js, and it will print hello world onto your screen. Let's do an practice with this. Simply, what we have to do, like for example, I will open the CMD control panel and I will go to D drive, um, and here if I create a folder, for example, uh, load scripts, and in it I will create a new file with the name main.js. Number of students will get issue with this, as there will be no extension displayed here. You have to go to the view and you will click on file name extension. It will show the file name extension in it. After doing that, um, for example, I will open it just in any editor. At the moment, I have not installed VS Code, but I will check that I should have installed. Let me see. Open with VS Code. So, so let's start with console.log, and what I will write, hello world, and I have saved my application. From the command prompt, it is actually in D cd node script, and in it, what how I will run the application, node space the name of the file like main.js. If I have installed the node successfully, then it will display me the hello world. So that's how you can check the installation. You can run other commands also, like node minus v. It will display your current node version. Like just I will show you node minus v. It will show you the installed version. It is v 12.18.3, which is installed with this system. So you can install and check the installation of your node application. So now, before starting our application, our web server, uh, let's take a quick break, and we will come back with the final step of our application, and we will discuss the steps with which we can create the application. Thank you.